the meantime, let's just do a bit of blitz. Get a bit of blitz going. Alright, alright. Obviously we can pre-move the Caro, because you can play that against pretty much everything. Only goes for the advanced variation. Okay, let's just put pressure on the center. He defends the center. I'm not sure about this exact position. I don't quite remember. I feel like Queen B6 is a move. Bishop F5 is probably a move. But I don't really like Bishop F5 in general. I don't like my bishop on this diagonal. Just as a rule of thumb. So maybe Queen B6? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I don't know if that's correct, but when I go if I get a chance to go E6, then this will be defended twice against his two attackers. So if I need to, I can just trade everything off on the C5 square, if my opponent wants to do that. Oh wait, did I not post that? Oh, I didn't post it. God damn it. Why didn't I do that? Okay, now we have the post on YouTube. Okay, there we go. What is this song? I don't know, but I like it. I'm a big fan of like old rock. So for those of you on YouTube watching this as a VOD, I guess you can't actually hear the music. I'm pretty sure that's how Twitch works. I know. I should probably know that, but I don't. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Oh, it's by Journey. Cool. Opponent's still thinking, so he's wasted like a full minute on this. Which, I mean, fantastic news for us, obviously. I mean, at the end of the day, we just have pressure on B2. Yes, we have a lot of pressure on D4, but it's also incredibly well defended, so... Oh, my opponent seems to have abandoned the game. That's not cool. That's not cool. Don't abandon the game. Oh no, he didn't. He's back. Okay. Queen B3. Very, very valid move. If we take, of course, he can take back with the A pawn and open up the A file. Hello to people who have just joined the stream. Please can you let me know if the audio is good or not, as in whether the music's too loud or I'm too loud, or if either are too quiet. Please just let me know. I can fix that. I'm kind of torn as to what to do now. I could just go E6, which might be the smart move here. Because if he takes me, then of course I'm going to take back and open up the A file for myself, which should be pretty beneficial. I could have gone C4 to force him to make a move, but I don't think it's all that good yet. Okay, opponent still keeps the tension between the queens. I can go C4. If takes, I think we have the advantage because we hold the keys to the pawn break in the position. So that would be good. But could go for a move like knight to e7, takes, knight f5. That looks decent, you know. Knight e7 takes there. Of course, if here, is that a concern? Maybe. I don't know, I'm torn. I'm going to go c4. I don't know if that's the right idea, but we're going to do it. Because my thought process is we have a lot of pressure down this side of the board now. He doesn't trade queens, which is probably a smart move. But now we have nothing to worry about on the queen side. I want to put my knight on f5 or g6. Actually, don't know. I'm going to put it on f5. Just because that is the more typical square for it to go to. Just go bishop to e7, keep it nice and simple, patrol the two long diagonals. In the position, of course, I've got a lot of pawns on light squares, so my light square bishop isn't going to be great. But put it on d7, maybe it gets involved around here. Wow. That is odd. Does he want to go g4? But if he goes g4, we just have knight to h4. So, again, not concerned. We can try and break out of f6 if we want, and he does it. I think a lot of people miss this knight to h4 move in these positions, which is part of the reason you put the bishop on e7. But he's going to try and barrel down. I feel like f6 is probably the best idea, trying to counterattack. It was also worth bearing in mind that the d pawn is not actually defending the e5 pawn, because this is a pin. So we are threatening to win a pawn here. If takes. Yeah, we can just take. This pawn is a goner. Oh, that was just... Wait, can we do this? So the problem is, if I move the bishop, I get really brutally attacked on h7. But if we take the pawn on d4, if here with check, and if he gets out of check, then we go d3 anyway, blocking off the queen. Yeah, let's take, attack the queen, attack the bishop. Discover checks on the way. Doesn't matter that the bishop's hanging, because there's too many things going on. Bishop e3... Oh, then we just take the queen. What am I on about? And then the rook's going to fall anyway. We do have 17 seconds, so I'm going to have to shut up a little bit and focus on not throwing this game. Yeah, nice and easy. Takes the bishop, I take the rook, and we're just up a ton of material. I'm just going to take it. Just not even going to allow anything. We're up so much material. Okay, he just gives me a rook. I guess that was a bit of a trick. Try and see if I would notice, but there we go. There we go. Very interesting game. I don't know whether this whole rook h3 idea... Yeah, it was just completely losing because of this. In fairness, I didn't notice, but f6 was definitely the right idea here, so I'm very happy I saw that and noticed this pin. Rook f3, although initially I thought I was losing, I would assume this was really the only possibility I had to keep myself like in the driver's seat of this game. So I'm pretty happy with that. Cannot complain. I'm going to change the music. Change the music. Oh yeah, okay, that works. Put some gorillas on. I like gorillas. Yeah, we'll do this. Good song. Alright. Let's go again. Try and keep this win train going. Potentially get another Caro. C4, we hate to see it. Hate to see the English. I'm going to go into more of a Slav, but he wants to play a Catalan. Which, you know, pretty sad to see. I want to go a6, just clamp down on the light squares to try and neutralize this bishop. With bishop d6. If c5 is ever played, we just drop back. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to castle. Just handicapping myself for no reason here. What is this? Stupid. That's a good move. I probably should just drop back. Can't do this because then I just get forked at any time. It's annoying because I can't really go g6, king g7 and castle by hand either, because then my bishop's probably going to get trapped. Really bad to mouse slip there. Really not ideal at all. But we move. We move. c1, okay, that's not a problem. I think we have to make the most of our king being on f8, so let's try and get h4 in. I'm expecting him to go h4 himself to stop me. If h4... Oh, no, he doesn't. I mean, he's controlling the h4 square with the knight, of course. I'm going to throw a knight onto e4. Not only because it's an active square, it also allows me to take the knight on e5 if I want, because then I wouldn't be getting forked. But also controlling g5 so he can't go there, and I open up my queen's defense of the h4 square, so I could potentially sack the exchange. He doesn't allow it. I think g5 has to be played. Yeah, g5 has to be played here because I'm at a bit of a disadvantage. I need to try and make something happen. And now h4 is a real possibility. Real possibility. My king is weak, absolutely, I'm aware. But I feel like we need to try and do something while we still can. Because whilst my opponent has the two sniper bishops, they're not really snipers because there's pawns in the way. There's too many pawns in the way. So let's go h4. f4 is a potential move that I can play in the future. So that also exists. That could be quite beneficial. Yeah, I don't really want to take this pawn. Sorry, take the knight. Because whether I take with either piece and the pawn recaptures, it just allows my opponent to potentially advance the pawn and open his bishop up, which, of course, I just don't want to give him an active piece, when right now it's pretty passive, other than supporting the knight through the pawn. So, yeah, I can try and keep this dark squared bishop at bay. f3, wow. Can I sack it? Something like take. I don't think that's viable. Don't think that's viable, so I probably just have to retreat. Which I mean is fine. We're up on time. f3 is weakening as well because it just reduces the defense on the g3 pawn and on the e3 pawn. So that seems kind of silly. Maybe he wants to go g4? Okay. We could go h3 to kick the bishop to h1, but that just helps white to close things up. I'm tempted to go king g7 to maybe allow my queen to help out. But king g7, I do align myself with his bishop, which looks a little bit scary. I don't know, though. Queen c7? Maybe we threaten to win the knight. Queen c7, f4 might be the idea. We go f4, I don't know about that. King g7, f4. If we take, he's going to take back with the e-pawn and open up the e-file, which is not good. I think we can probably go g4. And then throw our knight back onto e4 if we want. Because e4, I didn't consider that. Probably should have. Well, that's a good move. Maybe I have to go f4 to close things up. That makes the most sense to me. Because if he advances g4, right, we lock things up on the king side and we have the open h-file. I don't want to allow this rook to get open by exchanging on e4. Okay, he does go g4. That is very surprising. It really is. I was looking at ideas like this because the king can't retreat to the h-file. What if I take with the knight? And then takes, and then bishop c5, rook f2. And that's maybe playable. It's got some complications, but I think they work out. Won't let me click my knight. Come on. Chess.com, please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Okay, there we go. Knight e5. Bishop c5. You have to block with the rook. I know my knight is under attack. I'm well aware. We don't actually have to take yet, though, because the rook is pinned. There. kind of want to go pawn f6. Knight e8, e7, f6. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Yeah, I didn't expect that. I maybe should have. No. I'm going to go queen b6, actually. I don't really want to open the c file for him. A knight has the d6 square, which could be a good blockading square. The point is we're just putting pressure on this rook. If we can trade the queens off, that should be beneficial. Because we're going to be up in exchange. Although these pawns are scary, but his bishop is completely out of the game. Which is obviously a big bonus. Okay, let's trade. Okay. Oh, maybe that wasn't the best idea. I think I regret that. The knight stops rook c7, which is obviously a good thing. This bishop will probably reroute itself over here, but if it does, we can always give a check. And try and keep it in place. Okay, opponent times out. I don't know who has the advantage here. Computer says black is minus 1.1, obviously in black's favor. But I don't know how easy that is to actually prove. Just because these pawns are obviously very scary, but in this position we are stopping his rook from infiltrating on our first 3 ranks, which is why I kept the knight on e8 rather than doing what I wanted and bringing it to d6, because that would allow rook c7. But I was expecting here like bishop to g2, and then I was going to go... I was considering this, but apparently that loses. Maybe I had to bring the king in? No. No. I have not. Is it just rook d8? Yeah, rook d8. I don't know if I would have seen that. I have no idea. But fortunately, my opponent runs out of time. We continue climbing closer to 1700. Only, well, a little bit more than 300 away from the goal of 2000. And we have a Vienna. Opponent plays into the copycat line, which should be bad for him. Queen f6, knight d5 is the very fun line, where you give up the f2 pawn, shift your king over, and you try and argue that this pressure is way too much, and the bishop potentially opening up on f7. Queen also faces the possibility of getting trapped with moves like knight h3. Knight a. I think I can. Because if rook g8, knight f6 check attacks the rook, even though the knight defends it, and we also open up an attack on f7, which I think should be deadly. Opponent has no threat. We still control the f1 square. Let's take. Can I just do this? Or can I go back here because this would be mate? He wants to go bishop to g4, which would be a problem. Our bishop's obviously also under attack. Let me think. Let me think. Here. Queen controls f6, so I can't play knight f6. What about just bishop e2? Because then here is maybe an idea. We also just shore up the defense. We are up a whole rook. I don't think I'm missing anything. I think bishop e2, although it doesn't look that glamorous, might work. Here. I don't know about that. Could just take the knight. I think we just take the knight, because if he takes our bishop, we take back. And then our rook can come to a square like e1 and just, like, clamshell up. Just curl up in the ball, and we should be safe. Give a check first. No, I don't think that's beneficial. Yeah, I want his bishop to retreat, so... Let's give a check. Just to force the king to block the bishop off. Then I'm going to take on e5. If he tries to move his king to the back rank to allow his bishop out, I can just give this check, although he can play bishop to f8. He wants to go bishop here, so we could just go h3, maybe. We could also go queen g3, which is probably more practical. Probably more practical. Just offer a queen trade. If he moves his queen, we can potentially play rook f1, depending on where he goes. If he stays on the f-file with a move like queen f6, no, he goes to c5, okay. Yeah, we just go rook f1. Now we're threatening a check and picking up the f7 pawn. I don't really care about the e4 pawn. We're up way too much material to care about that. I guess if we do this now and he moves his king, then his bishop can't get out. Which is obviously good. There's an interesting idea of maybe sacking e4 pawn to try and set up bishop to a3. Maybe. It's speculative. Let's just give this check. And then... I think I'm just going to go pawn b3. And just fianchetto. Because by giving the check on g8, the king again blocks the bishop off, which means neither of these pieces can get into the game. Which seems like a pretty good idea to me. Yeah, as expected, attacking my rook. Let's just go rook b1. I can't castle queenside anyway. He can have h2 if he wants. Don't really care. Okay. I do control that square, so... Oh no, I can't give that check. I can't give that check. Ah! Gonna bring the queen back. Bishop g4 is what I'm expecting. No. Check. Let's give a check. 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 c5. Bishop e3. Queen defends this. I don't care about h2. Let's provoke him to take because this is defended fine. A retreat's good. Let's take on e4. Hello Bolsine, thank you very much for following. Good to have you here. Ah, that was stupid. That was really stupid. I should probably go g4. Sorry, b4. I don't know why I'm not doing it, because the pawn's pinned. Now I lose the opportunity. Let's shift the king along. Let's go knight f4. Attack the bishop. Bishop doesn't have that many squares. Check. I want to try and invade with my queen and deliver a checkmate. Because we can go queen a8. Is that even that good? I don't know. I actually don't know. I didn't see bishop b8. I missed that. Let's just come back. Let's just come back. I suppose we can argue we made this passive, but this rook is not in the game. I should probably go king d2. I can get this rook out. Opponent's making it difficult for me to actually win this, because although I'm up a bunch of material, it's not obvious how I convert. At least it isn't to me. Bring the rook in. Oh my god, I hung my queen. Bruv. Why? Why? Oh my god. This is why you never give up. This is why you never give up. Well, to my opponent, anyway. I don't know what to do. Do this. Come back. Oh! I'm trying to defend everything. Cutting the king off. Trying to do this, which would be mate. Well, not mate actually, I'm wrong, but we win the queen. Okay, okay. We bring this back a bit. It's not over. My opponent's got some scary looking passed pawns here. But hopefully we can shore up the defense. I just got to stop this. I'm going to go knight here. He goes this, then we give check and win the rook. Let's put the knight on h4. Then just go pawn hunting, maybe. Attack a7. Let's threaten this. If we can trade the rooks, it should be game over. Attack the rook. Where does the rook go? I don't know. Guess back. I want to bring the king over so the king can help to free up my pieces a bit. Bring the king. Guys, please let me know if the audio volume is good. If it's too deafening or too quiet on either the music or my voice. Please let me know. At the bishop, just get my knight involved. Okay. Have to stop this. Oh my god. I'm almost panicking a lot. Oh, he just hung his bishop and I didn't even notice. That's so bad. I'm kind of throwing this. That was a bad move. The bishop's really passive. Check. Let's take. I think I'm okay-ish. This pawn has just been hanging and I'm not taking it for some reason. Oh my god, that's the issue in the position. Okay, there we go. Opponent finally makes a mistake. Finally. He made that very difficult for me, so fair play. But, yeah, he slips up. Eventually. Thank you. Thank you. Stop him from infiltrating. The bishop. And that should be... Oh my days, that should be a win. Okay. Well, it is a win, but that was way too difficult. That should not have been so hard because we were so winning for so long in that game. And I just made my life incredibly hard for no reason. Let's just cut him off on the back rank, bring our king in, deliver a checkmate. A good bishop here to stop this so that he can move over. Oi, Dobria, get out of here. Can I ban you or something? I don't want to be hearing that kind of thing in the chat, bruv. Oh, 1,000 seconds. Whatever. Whatever, I don't care. Alright, let's go again. We are one game away from 1700. Would be great to hit it. Play the Vienna. See if my opponent allows the gambit, which he does. So that's fantastic. That's what we'd love to see. Get the main line. You gonna take? There we go. And here I like my opponent to take, but he just doesn't. This isn't a line. This is not a line. Okay, d4 should be okay. I have never seen this in my life. Maybe f5 is the idea. It's really interesting. I've never seen this. Maybe I should have gone d6 to force the knight to make a decision. Okay, it makes my life easy. f5... I don't think I'm supposed to take. I think I'm supposed to just keep this pawn as a protected passer. Pretty sure that's supposed to be the plan. I think this knight belongs on f4 at some point. Somehow. I don't know how to configure my pieces here. Because normally, this is the point of weak, like it's diagonal. But if g6, then it's no. I'm gonna go queen e1, just to maybe bring my queen out this way. Let's shift the king over, just in case something happens on this long diagonal. Okay, kicks the bishop back. Maybe I shouldn't have allowed that, but I don't think it's that big a deal, because this diagonal was shut off anyway. Go rook b1. Queen a5 might be an issue at some point, looking for a2. Let's go bishop g5. Because now the queen's taken her eyes off of g5. That's definitely an access point. Let's try and put some more pressure on. I want to take with the knight to put pressure on the bishop, I think. I could also bring my bishop to f3 to target the weak e5 pawn, which has been weakened by the advance of the c pawn. It's a good move. I'm just going to go a4, just to stop anything like this from happening. This is arguably a weak pawn, but I could also lift my rook to try and do some damage. Okay, let's take. Do I want to trade queens? I don't think so. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. And then go knight h4. I think knight h4 is good. We stop anything from coming to g6. Black has to be careful that I don't get into g6. I also prepare bishop to f3 to put pressure on this pawn. Okay, g5, unexpected. I didn't think he'd do that, but potential weakness. Go g3 to stop his knight from getting into my position. That's good. Oh, f4. Interesting. Honestly, a move that I didn't notice, which is kind of poor. Let's go king g2. I want to keep a pawn on g3 to maintain my restriction of this knight. Oh, I just blundered. That's just a massive blunder. Oh, I think I'm toast. I think I'm toast, because if I move this knight, then f3 is a fork. Yeah, that's rough. I suppose I can try and play on. Maybe my two pawns have a chance. I want to hit with the bishop or the knight. I think the knight. Keep my bishop on the board. Because again, d5 is weak. Maybe rook b5, a5 can cause some issues. That's rough though. We are restricting this knight, which is good, and this bishop doesn't have an obvious way to really participate in the game other than just being glued to the d5 pawn. Of course, if he could bring the bishop to f5, it would be more involved. So we're going to try and stop him from doing that by ensuring that he needs to keep an eye on the d5 pawn. So, yeah, I mean, should be okay. Maybe he's planning to double up. I'm going to go rook d5, pressure on d5, maybe play a5, potentially shift my rook over, but then I might have issues on the f-file. Not a position, but... Okay, now he's off of the f-file. Try and open things up a bit. Put pressure on a7. Okay, he's trying to set up some kind of thing with a pin on my king. Oh, yeah, I'm going to bring the king round this way. e3. Just going to give that... Wait, here, here, here. Then I lose because of this. That's a really nice idea. My opponent. Let's go rook b1. Gotta be a bit careful. Yeah. Okay, let's go king e3. Break the pin. And he still has issues with a couple of his pawns here. And if d5 falls, then c4 is going to be weak. I know, here, here. I don't think I have much of a choice but to trade. Wow, okay. I'm just going to take, because I don't know what else to do. This might be a bad idea, but we are being given a potential way back into the game by winning so many pawns. So I think I just have to take it and just try and hold on to this position. Very, very interesting the way this game is turning out. Very interesting. Because it's 4 pawns versus a knight, which in simplified terms should be beneficial for me. We're not quite there yet. Let's go rook e1. I'm expecting this. I'm going to meet it with rook e2. Drop the bishop back. Oh, I should have taken on a7. This check doesn't exist anymore. That was stupid. That's a problem for black. That's a good move. Let's trade. I think trading is good for us. Yeah, let's win this. And then we win the bishop. And then it's game over. Whew, well, we were down 2... Well, we had 2 pieces for a knight. And then we had 3 pawns for a knight. And then we had 4 pawns for a knight. And then we just had 4 pawns. Because we won his bishop. And now he's just giving me his knight. I guess he's tilting a bit. Because he was clearly in a winning position. And kind of through the game. But we take what we can get at the end of the day. I think, yeah, I think we just still played moves that challenged Black's position, and it was like taking on c4, even though that might not have necessarily been the best idea in the position. Like, it just made it very difficult for Black to try and prove his advantage. Because yeah, in this position, it is minus 0.5. After we take the pawn, it's +2. Which is crazy. But yeah, we just hold on, make some rational decisions, and then knight g8 just throws the game. You can see why he played it, because he was trying to double attack me. But it just doesn't work, unfortunately for him. Wait, did I miss? Oh no, I didn't miss anything. Yeah, okay, cool. That is very nice. I think I might play one more game. Since we are nearing the hour mark, and then I've got plenty of stuff to be getting on with. So I should probably get on that, but I'm enjoying this stream. I don't know if Twitch, like streaming on Twitch is better than streaming on YouTube. I might go back to YouTube, but on the plus side, the Twitch VOD saves I think are kind of better than YouTube's. in all honesty. Let's go f4. I don't know this line whatsoever. Whoa, f5. Okay, bro is here for a fight. I love it. Let's just defend our center. Okay. Let's take on e5. I don't know. f3 takes. This is an issue. Huh. We need 2. Let's go bishop g5. I think this makes the most sense. Because all of these pieces are attacking my center. So I should probably just line them all up. I don't know if I'm just losing a pawn here or not. I hope not. Okay, queen d6. I do this. Here. Go to b6. Yeah, he does. This, we are threatening the e5 pawn. Here might be an issue. Interesting position. Maybe this was a mistake. I don't know. I think I might just take the knight. I think I might just take the knight to relieve some pressure. Give a check. Because if knight g6, I think this kind of won the game. Queen e3 is an idea, which is annoying. What can we do? Maybe queen e2. Knight's defended, pawn's defended. Don't know if this is the best idea, but I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to castle queenside. Oh, that was a mistake. I overlooked that. Because one of my pieces would have had to be deflected away from the defense of the knight. I just missed that completely. It's not the end of the world, though. Go back to c3 and the pawns are weak. Okay, yeah, that obviously shores them up a bit. Maybe I could go g4. Trying to undermine. Because if the e4 pawn falls, the e5 pawn is going to be very weak as well, which would be fantastic. Of course. I think this is okay. I've misplayed the opening a bit. Because I don't know the opening. But we've got an okay position here. I don't think we're losing or anything. And, worth noting, his king cannot castle. Which means this rook is going to be out of the game. This is okay. We also have ideas like d6 in the future to potentially try and break through position and open things up against his king, which could be a bit of a problem for him. So, this is okay. This is okay. My opponent's thinking, which is very good, because I feel like I've been the only one thinking so far this opening, because I don't know the opening. I don't know what this is. This is very strange opening that admittedly I did kind of get myself into by going d5 and f4, but we live with it. We live with it, and we created some complications, which is always good. My opponent's draining time so that he's nearly at the same time as me, which is obviously beneficial, because I don't want to be in a time scramble where I'm the only one low on time. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to trade queens. I wouldn't be surprised. Is it the best option? I don't know, because d6 has a bit more venom then. Whoa. Really? Well, I can take that, no? What am I missing? What am I missing? That's just a free bishop. Because I was initially not going to take with the knight because I thought bishop g4 worked, but then I just realised it was undefended. I think that might have just been a completely elementary blunder. That's kind of crazy to me. This guy's a good player, clearly. Almost rated 1800, he did a great job in the opening. And just gave me a bishop, and I think he's just going to let the game time out and auto-resign by abandonment. Damn, okay. I think I'm going to leave it there for the stream and upload this as a VOD to YouTube. For those of you watching on YouTube, please let me know whether you like the streams in the first place, or whether you just rather me go back to normal videos. But of course, I can upload streams as videos afterwards. But just let me know what you think. If you do like me streaming, would you prefer me to stream on Twitch or YouTube? Please do let me know in the comments. It only takes a second. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Also, check on the screen. There'll be one of my previous streams, which will be appearing. So watch it. It's good. I promise.